Hi, and welcome to Poly Pavilion, located at the campus of UCLA, home to the legendary John Wooden and the UCLA Bruins. My name is Monique Billings, and this is Spotlight, featuring Coach Tony Newnan. A 20-year coaching veteran, Coach Newnan has guided multiple players onto success in the WNBA. Former UCSB coach Mark French recognizes Coach Newnan as one of the brightest basketball minds in women's basketball. In his 5th year coaching at UCLA, Coach Newnan brings the Lady Bruins to the next level both offensively and defensively. This is Spotlight.
What's it like for you to be part of UCLA family?
Pretty amazing. It was definitely a place I wanted to go to as an undergraduate, and didn't have that opportunity. And to have Coach Corey give me a call and say, you know, I'd love for you to come down and interview for the job, I was like, yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. So just to be around the greatness that is UCLA athletics and UCLA basketball is a pretty special place.
So what were you doing? Where were you coaching when you got that call from Corey?
When Corey called me, I was up at Westmont College. And I actually called her to congratulate her on the job. And when I was talking to her, she was like, well, I was going to call you next anyway, so to have you come down and interview. So our history goes back a couple years. So we were undergraduates together at UC Santa Barbara. We were coaches together at UC Santa Barbara. And then I left and coached at Oregon State, and came back and coached at Westmont College. And during that time, she left and went to Florida State. And we've kept track of each other along the way, but it's good to be reunited, coaching together, trying to achieve big things.
And you have to start young. And I know that camps are a very important component of that. And what a privilege to be able to bring basketball into the lives of young girls, and then you can show them what they can be, you know, with the women that you work with.
Yeah, no, camps are a big part of what we do because it's kind of showing what UCLA basketball is all about to our youth and community, and then giving them a chance to just grow their goals and dreams and encourage them that if they work hard that they can achieve anything, and give them those, you know, real life examples that are just a couple years older than them by getting to meet our players at camp and stuff.
The team that will step onto the floor this coming season is pretty much intact from a year ago, and also in terms of the freshmen, that was such a young, powerful, important class. They're older now, they're more experienced now. What's your outlook for this season?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're intact as far as like they wear the same jersey numbers and stuff, but as far as who they are as people and who they are as basketball players, I think they've grown and matured, and they're much different. And that's a lot of just hard work that they've put in the off season, in the weight room, on the floor, and just a lot of quality time that they've spent together just trying to, you know, figure out where they want to go and what they want to do and who they want to be as athletes.
What are some of the best ways? You mentioned being a good listener, but what are some other ways that you can reach these student athletes?
I think be a good role model and just be consistent for them. Be someone that they can trust. You know, I think that's the hardest thing in dealing with a lot of new players on the team last year, is for them to come into a situation where they just trust me from day one, and I have to be consistent throughout the year with what I say and what I do and what I demand and what I expect. And then they get to know me. And then I want them to feel comfortable to share things with me, whether it's how they feel about a play or how they feel about, you know, how we're treating them, or how they feel about what's going on at home or what's going on at school, and just be there to listen to them and also to, you know, give them some good advice.
What are some situations where you can actually spend some one-on-one time with some athletes?
Each week we meet with our particular group that we meet with. The coaching staff has the team split up into groups. So I meet with 4 of our players each week and spend some one-on-one time with them for half hour, 45 minutes.
What does it take to create a really strong offense?
Good offense comes from great chemistry, you know, knowing each other. Offense is an art. It's not a science. I mean, we draw up plays where you're supposed to go here and you're supposed to go here and you need to do this. But at the same time, you need to understand your surroundings and what's happening in the game and make reads and understand your teammate movement. So we focus on a lot of just spacing and reading the defense and knowing what your teammates are going to do and what they like to do, and that will create good offense.
The players, as you mentioned, need to have a strong chemistry on the floor, but it sounds like it's equally, if not more important, that all of the coaches are on the same page and know each other and know what each other's needs are and how to meet those needs.
Yeah, we need to be able there to support each other. I mean, it gets difficult for us at times. We get frustrated with mistakes just as much as players get frustrated, and we've got to be there to encourage each other. We've also got to all be on the same page so that they can hear a unified voice, whether it's on a different day or a different week or from a different coach. It still needs to be the same message and a consistent message so there's no ambiguity on what they need to do. And for us, spending a lot of time together, trusting each other, caring for each other, that is a special bond that we have, and it does reflect on the court.
Throughout the season, what are some things that you're hoping to put into the minds and into the hearts of these student athletes?
Just the belief that they've got a lot more in them, and that as we push them really hard, that they've got it within them to keep going. Because school life, practice is really difficult and overwhelming, and we won't slow down. We won't, not make it extremely difficult. So we just got to really be encouragers and get them to believe that they can keep going.
Coach, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
That has been Spotlight with Coach Tony Newnan.